Hello YouTube, it's Victor from TRADEPRO Academy with yet another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking about day trading courses. And are day trading courses worth it? I'll tell you all the truths and everything from an unbiased opinion. Even though we are trading educators and provide courses, I want to just dish it all out for you guys and tell you what we really think from the perspective of someone that is in the industry. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Are day trading courses worth it? Today we're going to talk about the full truth of the day trading courses. I'm not here to sell you guys anything. I don't want to sell you on a specific product or deter you from a specific product. I'm here to just educate you on the exact truth of day trading courses. So like I said, TPA, we do day trading courses. No surprise there. I just want to provide the unbiased review and tell you guys everything, the ins and outs, and let you decide are they worth it or not, or which ones are worth it and which ones aren't. We're not going to be doing comparisons here, but we'll be talking about different price points, educators, and things like that. So let's go ahead. First thing, I'm a very firm believer in the education process, and education can get you faster to your goal depending on the quality and the education itself. So a lot of education can help you skip a lot of steps of the trials and tribulations and butting your head off the wall. There are a lot of people who try to figure things out on their own, and that's amazing. It's totally okay. It's just with education and mentorship, it does skip a few steps and you learn from the mistakes of others rather than having to repeat them yourself. Just get help from someone that's done it before and has gone through all the steps that you are going to do by yourself. Get a mentor who's credible and someone who's actually succeeded in the industry and the business themselves before through going through all the steps required to get to that level. With their aid, you can achieve a lot of things rather than just beating your head off the wall and trying random things to see if they work or not. You skip a lot of steps of just dismay and disappointment, which also can hinder your psychology in the whole process. For some people, I'm not saying all. But does that mean that finding the mentor to get you to the next level is everything? Does that mean that day trading courses are worth it? Let's see. Just like everything out there, there's a good and a bad with day trading courses. Everything from overpriced fluff to gurus that vanish to actually finding someone who's successful and wants to help you grow and really teaches you the steps. Now, like I said, there are courses out there that do transform people's lives and really open up that door to financial freedom, but there are also courses that are considered snake oil by most or some and just rob you of your capital that you could be putting into the market without really teaching you how to actively do it. So today I'm going to split up the main topic into these sections here: financial instruments, head trading instructor, live trading rooms, and finally price points. So we're going to discuss these each step by step, and I want you to come up with the idea at the end. Are day trading courses worth it? First things first, financial instruments. So there's a lot of controversy around what kind of financial instruments you should day trade and what you should be looking for. There are a lot of people that get into day trading that look to trade penny stocks because that's really what's glorified out there in the day trading world. A lot of people, I'm not saying penny stocks are bad or anything, I'm just saying a lot of people just get out there without really knowing what the options are for derivatives markets, currency markets, and other markets, and just want to dive into penny stocks because that's where apparently all the money's made. Now, there are traders who do successfully trade penny stocks, other stocks, futures, forex, options, and they all day trade them successfully. Again, different strokes for different folks. It depends on what you think is best suited for you. Like I said, getting sucked into the one that has the most marketing notoriety can leave you holding the bag just because you think that is the best thing out there for that fast cash. That's another thing why people get sucked into different financial instruments that may or may not work day trading for them. They get sucked in by the marketing tools used to promote them. Just like all those Lamborghinis, houses, crazy yachts, this and that, trading maybe penny stocks or forex or futures, whatever it may be, but that may not be right for you. Before you jump on the train, just do the research, see what's out there. Find a financial instrument that is heavily regulated in your country, meaning that there's high liquidity, there's a very low chance of potential manipulation, and something that really holds true to what you think is valuable in a financial instrument and what you really want to trade. You should also do the research of the costs that are incurred to trade these financial instruments, potential risk reward, potential gains, and importantly, where the asset has the most opportunity during which hours of the day do they conform to your time zone. There are a lot of assets out there that may not be the best for European traders or Asian traders if they have to trade the US markets. There may be better assets for those European or Asian traders in currencies or in futures, which are open 24/7 minus 1 hour between 5 and 6 p.m. Now you got to do the research and see what asset you are available to trade in your location. In the UK, a lot of the notoriety goes towards Forex, so there's a lot of mentors in Forex. There's a lot of Forex traders there because of the spread betting rule, which allows you to kind of navigate through taxes. So that's why that's a very lucrative business there, and there is a lot of money in Forex in the UK. And that means there's a lot of mentors in the UK, if you know what I mean. So just be careful on those fronts and find something that really resonates with you. At the end of the day, I'm telling you guys to do your research here. Find financial instruments that can't be heavily manipulated or pump and dump, and that have very high liquidity and can trade during your hours, what conforms to whatever needs that you have in terms of financial instrument. Next, let's talk about the head trading instructor. So the head trading instructor is most likely someone who did sell you this course. You have to do your research yet again on the head trading instructor, in terms of their credibility, what kind of experience they may have, how long they've been trading for, maybe potentially other clients that have gone through them and reviewed their product and their process, someone else that's gone through the whole course, throughout the whole process, throughout the whole learning process, that can really tell you what everything is all about, rather than asking a head trader or someone who's teaching you how to trade for their financial statements, for their live trading statements. Because one thing to note is that you can't spend someone else's money. It doesn't matter how well someone else does. Just because someone makes $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year trading doesn't mean that you're going to be in that boat as well. Find someone who's actually taken the course, gone through the course, and kind of gauge yourself off that person rather than someone who's been doing it for 15 years. Of course, it does depend on how they can teach you, how well they can teach you, which is another fact. So that's what I mean by this next portion. Do they really help traders? Find out if they really help traders, if they devote their time to helping the traders, which will come into a pretty somewhat controversial point in our next topic here of how much time they have to help traders. So I think that's the main thing. You want undivided attention when you're going through the course, and you want to be able to contact this person very easily. So having said that, we're jumping into this next session, the live trading room. So the first thing we're going to talk about here, very notorious in the trading world, signals, trading signals. I just recommend finding a room, finding an instructor, finding someone who just does not provide signals. Why? You guys might think I'm crazy. No signals? How could you possibly trade without signals? Well, would you rather be given the fish or be taught how to fish? When the person giving you the fish leaves or something happens, then what are you going to do? You can't just be looking for other people to give you fish. Learn how to fish so you can do it on your own. If you don't understand someone else's trade, why they're taking that trade, why would you take that trade? You're risking your own capital. You're risking capital that you have earned and spent, so why base it on someone else's analysis? Do the analysis for yourself, decide if this is worth it or not, because you can't spend someone else's money depending on if they lose or win. Even if mentors or head traders give you entry points and a potential exit point, what matters in between is what dictates a profitable or a losing trade. Someone can get in at a decent level and still churn out a profit, while someone who gets in at a great level might take a loss. So it depends on how you manage a trade. Even if someone gives you entries and potential exits, doesn't mean that you're going to be successful throughout all of those trades if they are. You have to manage the trade, because the trade doesn't end when you set the limit and your limit gets filled. So that's why I can't really advocate for signals and signal rooms, because they don't give you the step-by-step process of actually managing the trade and going through the whole process with you. And if they do, that's great. So bottom line, why would you want to take someone else's trade when your capital is at risk here? Find a room that really educates you throughout the whole process, that doesn't just talk about winning trades, losing trades, trades that they took, trades that they took in the past, trades that they took profit on, this and that. That's all great, but that doesn't really help you. Find a room that really educates you throughout the whole process and looking for the next best trade, trade ideas, why this happens, what you could look for here, what the market is, how the market works, and just education throughout the whole piece. Psychology aspect, all of that, rather than, oh my God, I just got paid on this long, or I just got paid on this short. It doesn't really provide you value, and they're just kind of talking in the past. We want a trading room that really breaks it down for you, and that's what we do at TradePro Academy. So in this last little point here, a more controversial topic is a potential trading moderator that does not trade anymore. So he's traded in the past, he or she have traded in the past, they've had success, they know what they're doing, but you kind of want someone who almost doesn't trade anymore, because that means they can provide you undivided attention throughout the whole time and educate you and teach you how to get to that level of consistency and profitability. Now, that's why our room has 4 to 5 moderators, meaning that we can all trade and still provide you with undivided attention, because we're not all in trades all the time. We're here to help you, we're here to educate you in the markets, and when someone is in a trade, they go silent, and then one of the other moderators jumps on. So find you a room that either has multiple moderators that take turns, or a moderator that doesn't really trade anymore but has had immense success in the past, so they can really provide the attention that you need to succeed. And an add-on to this is find some transparency in the room of a moderator who doesn't really falsify their profits or doesn't really talk about their profits, or at least talks about both the profit and losses. If they're telling you that they got in on these high ticks, low ticks, literally at the bottom or top of the structure and taking profit on the whole swing, something might sound fishy, and that might not be the room for you. You got to be aware of the bad experience and the good experience. We celebrate success and we learn from the bad days, the mistakes, and the red trades. So we want someone that is transparent in providing both the good trades and the bad trades and the learning lessons from both. Now, finally, let's talk about price. Price is a huge deciding point for a lot of people, no matter what it comes down to: trading, education, groceries, clothes, whatever it is. Price is a huge deciding point. Let's be real on that, especially when it comes to education in the trading world. Now, a lot of people might be willing to pay whatever it takes to get to that level, but I just want to give you guys a word of wisdom here. It's not always the highest priced package that is the best for you. Why are you paying Harvard education to learn how to trade the markets when no one's going to be able to teach you how to trade the markets better than the markets themselves? So why not put a lot of that money into capital allocation for your trading account and only a portion of it towards the education? Because the education lasts only so long at the beginning without that ongoing support that maybe live trading rooms offer, maybe mentors offer, and so on and so on. But no one's going to teach you how to trade better than the markets themselves. So higher price doesn't necessarily mean higher value. You have to evaluate those situations, watch the reviews. And for trading courses, I don't believe that you should be paying tens and fifteens and twenties of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for the course itself. If you're paying $50, $70, $60,000, you might as well go and get a different degree, a university degree, something like that. Put that money to better use, because trading education shouldn't be that expensive. Now, I'm not saying it should be pennies either. There's a middle ground. Find something that really resonates with you and find the value in it. Whatever has the most value for a good price, depending on the capital you have to allocate and the trading account, that's what you should go with. I'm not saying go out there and spend $30,000, $20,000 on a course just because it's a high ticket item. It could be worth it, but what is the value that it provides? You have to see the ins and outs, the hands-on education, the mentorship, everything. What is included in that $20,000 you're going to spend? Or if it's a monthly subscription fee, why is it $1,000? Why is it $10,000? What is the value that it provides? And can you make that times more from the education that it provides? Is it worth it in that respect? Answer those questions, and you're not looking for the cheapest or the most expensive. You're looking for the value in the courses. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, got that off my chest, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. Check us out at TradeProAcademy.com. Check our live trading room out. We have a 14-day money-back guarantee. After I gave you the spiel, go and check it out for yourselves. And we have a clip from a few weeks back that really identifies some of the trading that we do in our trading room. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Pop a question down below. What else do you want to see? This is Victoria from TradePro Academy. Ring that little bell to notify you when we do go live. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little presentation.